So if you were to look at your camera roll on your phone right now, chances are you have thousands upon thousands of photos just sitting there. But today we're helping you organize those memories and keep them from getting lost in the clutter. My next guest believes that organizing and printing your photos has serious benefits. In fact, she says it could strengthen your family. Vanessa Quigley is the co-founder of the photo book company Chatbooks. She joins me to explain. It's always so good to see you, Vanessa.
Thanks for having me.
We were lunching yesterday at an outside event.
I know.
Now I get you in
nice.
studio today. What a lucky week for me. Chatbooks did a study with the tech company HP, and the results were pretty astounding.
Yes. And actually, before we did this study, I knew that there was a direct correlation between looking at printed photos and the kind of connection we felt as a family.
You felt that?
I felt that because my kids, especially when they were younger, they loved to look through the scrapbooks I would make, looking at photos of themselves, and reminiscing on our family adventures and misadventures.
Yes, yes.
But we found through the study, after talking to 16,000 families, that we weren't alone. And not only were families feeling more connected when they looked at printed photos, but they appreciated each other more. And parents were recognizing that they were actually doing a really good job, which is important because that's an easy thing to forget.
That validation.
And those outcomes do not happen in the same way looking at digital photos.
Oh, really? It's the printed photos?
Yes.
I believe it, and I meet you there on so many levels. I mean, you think of the standout childhood memories you have, they're the ones that were documented in part, right?
I have a photo of it, yes.
You have a photo of it. To even know what photos to print, we first have to organize and sort through all of those digital files on our phone. Can you give us some pointers there?
Yeah. Start small. Because often when we think of photo organizing, at least my mind goes right to the shoeboxes full of old photos and the old computers and phones that I'm still hanging on to because I know that there's photos on there that I don't want to lose.
Right.
Yes, there is work to be done there and it's important and you're going to do it later.
Okay.
Today is the day to start here on your phone. Because if your camera roll is like mine, there's a pressing issue right here.
I almost went to look before this conversation and I didn't want to know the number.
Okay, mine had over 50,000 photos. But let me tell you my tips. Okay, first start by downloading a third-party app that will declutter for you. There are apps, the one I use is Photo Cleaner. You can quickly use it to clear away any duplicates, similar photos, or screenshots.
It does it for me or I choose?
It does it for you.
Oh, wow.
It'll automatically choose.
I'm giving up control.
It's a lot of trust, but I've tested Photo Cleaner and it works.
Okay.
And then my next step would be, especially if you have an iPhone, you go to your albums and you scroll down to where they automatically filter all of your photos in media types.
Okay.
So you can delete any photo bursts you might take or extra screenshots, or if we're honest, there's probably some selfies here that we don't need to keep.
We don't want those, we don't need to leave those for posterity. Yeah.
And then as you have time, you can scroll back through your photos and decide which of those you want to keep. And I like to use the guiding questions as I'm doing this.
Tell us.
Like ask myself, is this a core memory I want to hang on to? Is this an experience I never want to forget? Is this a magical moment of our everyday lives that I never want to let go of? If yes, keep it. If not, delete.
So set a standard for yourself. What photos you're letting live and take up that precious real estate.
You don't need 50,000 photos on your camera.
Are you foldering, Vanessa, or how are you categorizing?
Yes, organizing is an important step. And I really believe in the importance of having a regular, ongoing habit.
Okay.
They say that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is today. Okay, that applies to your photos as well.
Yeah.
And so today is the day. Forget about yesterday. Today's the day to do better going forward and create a weekly habit where you'll review your photos. For me, I do it on Sundays.
Okay.
I call it my Sunday Select. I take a few minutes to go through the week's photos. I delete the ones I don't need. I organize the ones that I have and want to keep into folders and albums. I go to shared albums that people have shared with me and I download the photos that I want on my camera roll. And then as I see photos I've taken of friends and family and neighbors, I send them to them.
Nice, nice. I love the suggestion to start now, right? We hear that all the time with any project. Start now, start in the moment, and then work backwards as you can.
Yeah, and a few minutes now will save you a ton of time later when you actually want to go and print your photos.
As we talk about photos, organizing photos, printing photos, becoming a family strengthening, having that family strengthening power, you see there's another practice that can strengthen families through photos, and that's called elaborative reminiscing.
Yes.
What is that?
Do you want to know what it is?
I do. Tell me more.
Elaborative reminiscing is a conversation style where through open-ended conversations, you can help children reflect on the past and how they fit into it and what they've learned from it.
Okay.
And through the study, we saw that families that use this practice, not only do they feel more connected and help support their kids in creating core memories, but there were other amazing outcomes like improved literacy, improved problem solving, improved impulse control. That's something we're really working at in my house. And families that had a habit of doing this through the years saw that their children had fewer instances of anxiety and depression. So we know that our kids love to look at photos, but the real magic is in the conversations that we have around those photos, the detailed, elaborative, collaborative conversations, or the chats, which now you know why we call our company Chatbooks.
I get it. I get it. Questions you can ask. Do you remember where this photo was taken? How did it make you feel? Who was there when this photo was taken? All of those prompts that will bring out those more detailed memories. Vanessa, thank you. You have a photo course coming up we want to let people know about.
Yes. So if you are a Chatbooks customer, you should be receiving it in your email. But if you're not a customer, even if you are, go to the Chatbooks app. There's a For You tab. We'll be sharing all of the stuff there. Or you can just DM me on Instagram at Vanessa Quigley, and I'll send it to you.
It's something that we all need help with. So thank you for being that helpline. We appreciate it.
Anytime.